with the play-by-play of the championship game. Here's Jack Healy. Jack, let's take
right.
it away. We got it in.
All right, Bruce, thank you very much.
We're going to go a full 7 innings if the weather allows.
There is a full 7 innings.
Contest between the Staten Island Yankees and the Blue Bulls. Joey Rigotti, third baseman.
This is Rigotti, the third baseman, number 22.
Matt Long is on deck.
He swings and fouls it back for 2 strikes. Fouls it back. And we got 2 number 7s, right? The pitcher, Nick Smith, right?
Yes.
And Porter is the catcher.
Porter is the catcher, so 7 batteries.
Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rigotti dinks it away for a ball. Count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2. Rigotti hits it deep to right center field. It's out of here. And the Staten Island Yankees take a 1-0 lead as Rigotti going the opposite way hits the home run.
All right. Brings Matt Long now.
And he is the third baseman. Here's Matt Long, who is the shortstop. Smith delivers low for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Close up there. Staten Island out in front by a score of 1-0. Off to foul, and nice diving play by the catcher.
Brett Porter hauling that in.
That was Porter that made the catch.
Brett Porter, the catcher.
And there's 1 down.
Standing in for Staten Island.
Into the next batter is in there for a strike call, 0-1. This is the second baseman, Tremarco. Down to 1 strike. Knocked down by the shortstop.
Shortstop is Jeff Rudberg for.
Got 1 out runner at first base.
There you go, Jack. There's your Blue Bulls lineup right here.
We need some first names here for the Yankees.
Okay. Vinny Tremarco, the batter.
That was Tremarco that just got on
okay.
first base.
This is Tim Long.
Tim Long, the batter.
Quick turnaround here on the lineup
Tim
cards.
Long, the catcher.
Eric Long is his brother, right field. Jeff Cavagnaro, the left fielder. And
that's a ball.
Woody Woodford.
Dave Vircher.
Playing first.
And Joe Tyrone.
Tyrone, yeah.
Tyrone,
yeah. I like to give it to Howard Cosell. Joe Tyrone.
Ellie Skelly is the first baseman. Tad Skelly is the left fielder for the Blue Bulls. Pitches in for a ball. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Leadoff runner on for Staten Island, and they draw a walk here for 2 runners on base.
Here's Eric Long.
Eric Long, the batter.
Eric Long is the right fielder. Run in 1-0 Staten Island here in the championship game, 2011 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Tournament. Foul back. Cavagnaro is on deck. Jeff Cavagnaro.
Live coverage here on the PAC Network. Exclusive live coverage.
Pitch is down low for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at first and second for Staten Island. 1 down here in the top half of the first inning, and a run in on the home run by Rigotti. We're going to miss for strike 2.
Smith brings that ball in there for the strike.
As Michael Herman of Wicked Cow Entertainment, one of our guests during the weekend, Jack had mentioned, and we may be the only wiffle-ball tournament live on the internet carried in its entirety in the country.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Smith with a 2-2. And it's hit deep to left center field, and it is way out of here. Eric Long with a 3-run homer, and Staten Island takes a 4-0 lead.
Home Run Derby playoff. Big home run for Eric Long.
Eric Long with a 3-run homer, no doubt about it. Far and deep and hard to find to left center field. Here's Jeff Cavagnaro.
Jeff Cavagnaro, the batter.
Get bullpen action already for the Blue Bulls. I believe it's the left-hander Steve Rudberg down the pen in right field.
Cavagnaro bounces it right back to Smith.
With the put out. 2 outs now.
And that's just the second out.
2 down, but 4 in already for Staten Island.
It's a pitch, a call strike, and this is Woody Woodford.
Started with 24 teams in this tournament, Jack, and we're down to 2. And the rain delay forced 2 3-inning semifinals, but the field deemed playable to play the full 7-inning
and a line drive
championship game. Skelly with the catch, Tad Skelly right there.
And that retires the side. 4 runs in the top of the first for Staten Island here in the championship game, as the Staten Island Yankees had a couple of home runs, a bases empty shot.
Replay here on the home run
by Eric Long.
And that one was gone. You see the celebration with the runners, 2 runners on the bases, 3-run homer for the home run.
The Jackhammers are leaving the building. Want to send them off with a big round of applause. Great tournament by the Jackhammers. Congratulations.
Jackhammers heading out. Jack Shattuck, one of the inspirations of this tournament. As we see the home run on the replay. Jack Shattuck, disabled with a spinal cord injury, hands-on captain for the Jackhammers. And Jackhammers, thanks for coming back to the tournament after a year or so absence.
That is Woodward at first for the Staten Island Yankees.
Woodford.
Woodford, Woody
Okay.
Woodford.
All right, Ali Skelly once again.
Vircher would be the DH then, Jack.
And who's the right fielder then?
Back on the hill for
it's Eric Long.
Eric Long, yeah.
Oh,
beg your pardon. That's Vircher in right field, right? Okay. They changed the lineup around a bit. Yeah, on
drill down the third base line.
Dribbler foul.
Hey, don't be afraid to just say, "Hey, it's the right fielder out there." So.
Here's the 1-2 pitch, and that is picked up by Tyrone over to Woodford for the out. There's 1 down. Last of the first.
Here's Tad Skelly.
I think they pitched to him here, don't they?
They're going to talk about it.
In this tournament, has been a major offensive force.
Tad Skelly, who has been walked repeatedly in the tournament, but
they may pitch around him, but Tad's a very disciplined hitter. Oh, they're going right at him. Takes a strike. It's the first strike he's seen in 3 games.
Justin Juice Lawrence on
take strike 2.
Yeah. 4-0 Staten Island. 1 down, nobody on for the Blue Bulls here in the last half of the first inning. He stays alive. The count remains 2 strikes.
Two strikes.
It's a ball. 1-2.
I think that second pitch, Jack, was ruled no pitch too fast, so either way the foul, it's still 1-2. This one slapped up the middle. Tough play, and Skelly beats it out. And Jack, I don't know if you watched him. Sorry to cut into your play-by-play. He scooted by, then put on the brakes and skied into the bullpen.
Tremarco trying to make the play, but Tad Skelly reaches, and Justin Lawrence.
Beg your pardon for speaking over you, Jack, after 27 straight games of play-by-play. And defer to the 19-time Vermont Sportscaster of the Year.
That pitch floats in for strike 2 called. So that's why when we thought it was 2 strikes, it was 1 strike.
Yes.
Because one of them was considered too fast, which you could do.
The umpire said no pitch, so.
1-2. Here's your score, 4-0 Staten Island Yankees over the Bulls. Last of the first.
This one's
deep to center, gone.
Everything in center field. Home run for Justin Lawrence.
Justin Lawrence, another bomb for him.
Answering back here.
Two-run homer, and the Blue Bulls are on the board. It's 4-2 Staten Island Yankees.
And another run that Tad Skelly accounts for, Jack, with a single up the middle, and his hustle beat it out. So they went yard.
Here's Pat Collins up with nobody on now, one down.
I'd like to say goodbye at the moment to Scooter's Pretzels. Driving up the road behind Little Fenway.
Strike one. We're going to miss for strike two, so Collins quickly down to the count, 0-2. And he gets a piece of it. Tyrone knocks it down, but can't make the play. Collins with speed beats it out.
It's not legal to bunt in this tournament, but Collins slapped at that one like a women's softball slap hitter and beat it out. The lefty hitter got out of the box quick.
Strike call to Bob Foote, the designated hitter. Ball outside, 1-1 strike.
Jeff Rudberg on deck.
Knocked down, Woodford makes the play. Nice play, knocked it down. Collins moves to second.
Nice play by Woody Woodford there.
Woody Woodford, one of the better fielding first basemen in this tournament, Jack. And we saw that in the previous game when he held the bag at first base and waited for the throw instead of on the ball that came over from the shortstop. And did a nice play again there. Patience to stay with it.
Here's Dustin Ryan, the second baseman. As a runner in scoring position, Collins at second. Fouls it back, 0-1. 1-1 strike, they call it. It is 1-1. First pitch was a ball. 1-2.
Single ball from Joe Tyrone.
Two and 1 the count. 3-1.
Full count.
3-2. Halfway to the mound and no play. All the way around, no play for Porter. Or Porter is going to be the next batter after Leak.
A nice play by catcher Timmy Long there, Jack. Just
Long
eating
there.
the ball, trying to look at the runner at third.
Lifted towards center field.
And there's a fly ball to left that retires the side. Is
Cavagnaro with the catch.
That was Rudberg, and that retires the side. So the Bulls come back to score twice in the first. After one here in the championship game, Staten Island has a 4-2 lead. Just a we didn't have a
replay
chance.
of the home run. The bomb by Justin Lawrence, two-run bomb. We got the Blue Bulls on the board, and we're ready to go here again, Jack.
Staten Island comes up top of the second.
And
this is Virtue, who is the
Dave Vircher. Dave Vircher,
It's
Jack.
Vircher, I beg your pardon. Dave Vircher, the right fielder.
Played in all 10 tournaments. Fourth championship game appearance.
And he lines it fair into the corner left field. Tad Skelly picks it up, and it's a leadoff single in the top of the second for Virtue. And here's Joe Tyrone, the pitcher, with Joey Regatti waiting on deck. Just underway, top of the second, 4-2 Staten Island Yankees. Tyrone, Joe Tyrone throws left, and that's right. Fly ball to right, and it's knocked down. They're going to get the
force,
though.
Yeah, exchange runners on the bases.
That goes 9-4. Ryan finally making the play.
Heads up play, though. He didn't catch the ball, but he stayed with it to get the sure out.
One down. That was Leak in right field, Jamie Leak. Here's Joey Regatti. He's the third baseman, had a home run to lead it off. Swings and misses for a strike. He hit the home run that clinched the home run derby to win the semifinal.
Yes, he did. And, Jack, we're going to have a first-time champion with either winner here today in this game. Staten Island has made it to the championship game in the first tournament in 2002, also the last two, 2009 and 2010, while the Blue Bulls made it to the title game in 2006. So in the 10th tournament, it will be a different champion, a new champion, first-time champion.
Strike 2 called. It's 2-2 to Regatti with Matt Long on deck.
There's been 3 two-time champions, Hot Dam twice, 02 and 03. Comets Express 04 in last year.
Down to the left field corner.
Flashes it foul outside of third, and the count runs to 2 balls and 2 strikes to Joey Regatti, the Staten Island Yankee third baseman.
Boston Beef in 2006 and 2009. I guess the Beef only win it in Divisible by 3 years. So next year it could be trouble for the Beef.
Fouls it back, but nice play behind home plate by...
Strike 3.
Yeah, holding on to the catcher there on the foul tip, Jack. Nice play by the catcher for the Blue Bulls.
Here's Matt Long, the shortstop, 2 down, runner at first for Staten Island. Strike call, 0-1. We're going to miss for strike 2. Smith down with that pitch. One ball, 2 strikes.
A little topper.
Over to Ali Skelly to retire the side. No score in the top of the second.
Little topper. Pitcher came off the mound, Jack, and flipped it to first to retire Staten Island 1-2-3 here in the second.
So it's a 4-2 Staten Island lead going to the last half of the second inning as the Blue Bulls come up. Leadoff hitter Tyrone throws a strike.
Jamie Leake, the batter.
You're going to miss Jamie Leake, who is the right fielder. 1-2 is the count. We're going to miss strike 3. He's a strikeout victim, and here's the catcher, Brett Porter.
Now brings up the catcher, Brett Porter.
Down, nobody on. Staten Island Yankees have the 4-2 lead, last to the second. The Blue Bulls are up. Nothing in 1 the count. Nothing in 2. Now quickly, Brett Porter, Ali Skelly, top of the order on deck. Count 1-2. Bounce to Woodford, makes the play, 2 down. Here's Ali Skelly, the first baseman. 2 down quickly, nobody on for the Blue Bulls. Last to the second. And over to make the play in foul territory. Third baseman Joey Regatti. We've played 2. It's 4-2. The Staten Island Yankees are on top here. The Staten Island Yankees coming up here in the top half of the third inning. Vinny Tremarco will be the batter. He is the second baseman.
Vinny Tremarco fouls that down.
Fouls it outside of third on the ground. Strike 1.
All over that call.
Swings it, fouls it back, nothing in 2.
Nick Smith ahead in the count.
The last pitch coming in, Jack, had that great wiffle-ball sound, that little zzz.
Smith with the 2-strike pitch. One hard hop to the shortstop. Nice play there. As the out is made. Play by Rudberg. Jeff Rudberg. It's 2 down. Here's Tim Long, the catcher. Takes a strike, nothing in 1.
I think one thing that came up, Jack, during the rain delay meetings here, how to proceed with the rest of the championship, was interesting, and someone brought up the fact that we can't stay here too late. How are we going to get cars out of the parking lot that may be a quagmire over down behind Little Wrigley? And there were some looks like mine's down there.
For number 2.
And again, the play made by the shortstop, Jeff Rudberg. That was the second out of the inning right there. I would have said 1.
But anyway, survived the rain. Great job by the grounds crew. A lot of people pitched in on that. Oh,
excellent diving effort down there.
This is Eric Long, the right fielder.
Justin Lawrence stretching himself out.
With a home run his first time up. Lawrence almost came up with a great catch there. Third baseman. 2 down, nobody on. 1 strike the pitch. The count. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's ripped foul. 1-2.
Get the replay on this. Ball ripped foul.
Well, this is the play by
slide.
Lawrence.
Yeah, thank you.
Almost came up
Adam.
with a third baseman.
Uphill slide. Went quite a ways there.
1-2 pitch. Bounce to the second baseman, and that will retire the side. The underhanded throw by Dustin Ryan. And we go to the last of the third. Staten Island. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead over the Blue Bulls here in the championship game of the Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Tournament at Little Fenway here in 2011.
And I'd like to take this time right now to, Jack, to thank our Grand Slam sponsors here. JetBlue Airways, Dave Barger, the CEO, is here Friday night, and also Converse Shoes and Apparel. Jennifer Ailman also on board for the tournament. Other top sponsors: Covidian, SD Ireland, Windjammer, Dunkin' Donuts, and Teleblend. As well as
here's Tad Skelly, the left fielder, to lead it off for the Blue Bulls here in the last of the third, trailing 4-2 against the left-hander Joe Tyrone.
Their big-time thanks to the Vermont Tent Company. Don Finkelstein is in the house right now. They're taking down the tents down a Little Wrigley. Oh!
Deep to center. It's gone. Long gone and hard to find. Another one for Tad Skelly. It's 4-3 now. Staten Island Yankees went up to a 4-0 lead. Now it's been cut to 4-3. Here's Justin Lawrence now, the third baseman who had a home run his first time up.
Quickly making this a 1-run ball game.
Pat Collins on deck.
Justin Lawrence to bat.
Justin Juice Lawrence.
Well, Skelly has not made it out today, Jack, in the...
That's deep to left, and that's over the screen. Tie ball game at 4 apiece.
And as many bombs as Tad Skelly has hit, Jack, also Justin Lawrence has delivered some big hits himself. Hit the Grand Slam home run against the Boston Terriers to get them extend that game or tie that game up. The Boston Terriers are kind of the game that clinched the division and gave the Blue Bulls the second seed. Hit another big home run in the quarterfinals down a Little Wrigley.
Pat Collins going after the first pitch and fouls it back for strike 1, the center fielder. Still nobody out. Down to the count, 0-2.
But what's impressive with Skelly, we talked about if you hit the ball on the holes, it's not going to go anywhere. He doesn't seem to hit the ball in the holes.
I don't know. That's the
thing. It rockets out of here.
That's what the part of this.
Maybe hit the one up the middle on the holes, but not the others that have gone to Westford, for crying out loud.
Pat Collins strikes out. Bob Foote, the designated hitter, up with 1 down now.
But all of Lawrence's home runs have been big as far as getting back into games or breaking open a lead, or in this case tying the game at 4-4.
1 ball, no strikes to Bob Foote with Dustin Ryan awaiting on deck. 4-4 Staten Island Yankees in that shortened game. Again, the 2 semis were 3-inning affairs. Tyrone. Down to the count now, 3 balls and no strikes. 3-1, they gave him the green light. Somebody did. It's Wiffleball, always a green light.
There are no rules, Jack.
Because after that, on 3-1, it's 3-2 now.
There's Joe Tyrone on the mound for Staten Island.
Drills it down to second base.
A little dribbler to the second baseman.
Bob Foote
Marco threw him out.
wins the Trot Nixon Award for getting dirty for no reason at all.
Laying it out there for his team.
Although, gets his teammates fired up, that's for sure.
Dustin Ryan's up with nobody on and 2 down for the Bulls here in the last half of the third. The Bulls have come back to tie it.
Oh!
Deep to left, and it's off the wall. He'll get a
Home
single.
run by Nuts. Turns out to be a Fenway single.
The batter now is the shortstop, Jeff Rudberg.
2 outs, runner at first base, Jeff Rudberg, the batter.
Away for ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Those are the kind you were talking about earlier in our day today, is the swung on and missed for a strike, and probably out at Wrigley with the...
Yes. Yeah, that was a home run at down at Little Wrigley.
Yeah. 2-1, and the fly ball to center field for the out to retire the side as the play was made by the center fielder. So we played 3, and we're tied up at 4 in the championship game.
Here's the home run by Lawrence, Jack, to tie the game up.
Jeff Cabinero
And
leading things off in the
Nick
top
Smith
of the
on the
fourth
mound.
for Staten Island.
Nick Smith on the mound for the
Jeff.
Blue Bulls, Jack. He was about 1 pitch away from being yanked out of the game. Now he's settled down. Let's see how he does here, if he can hold him after scoring 2 runs to tie it.
Jeff Cavagnaro now even the count at 1-1, the left fielder for the Staten Island Yankees.
Cavagnero's been in the thick of nearly all of Staten Island's rallies on the base paths.
And it's a one-hopper to the shortstop, and he underhands it to first for the out. Rudberg on the play, 1 down.
That's a great speed by Cavagnero.
Woody Woodward, the batter.
Woody Woodford, the first baseman. He's a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Next pitch is a ball, 2-0. Woody Woodford. 2-0 pitch. And in the hole is the left fielder. No, he can't make the play, and it's quickly backed up by the right fielder.
In there with a 1-out base hit.
Always hustling Staten Island runners.
Vercher coming to the bat.
Haven't seen them play down at Little Wrigley, but when they run past first, their speed here, Jack. It's down the hill in a hurry.
Vercher, the right fielder, up with a man down and a man at first for the Staten Island Yankees. Takes a strike, 0-1. Top half of the 4th inning in the championship game, tied at 4.
Dave has played in all 10 tournaments.
Takes it away for a ball, 1 ball, 1
And a
strike.
picture of Dave Vercher in the program from the first tournament, applauding Mario Fontana receiving the championship trophy for Hot Dam back in 2002. A lot younger looking.
Knocked down by the first baseman who makes the play. That's Skelly. Ellie Skelly, the runner, moves to second.
Couldn't hold on the liner, a lot of spin, but he did get the out. Although good base running by Woodford, saw the ball drop, then scooted into second.
There's Joey Tyrone, the pitcher. Or as you like to say, Tyrone. Right? Tyrone. Joey Tyrone, top of the order, Joey Regatti on deck.
Joey Tyrone.
Tyrone, okay.
One of the all-time good guys I've met at this tournament, Jack. I have a common friend who lives on Staten Island.
Takes high. Was the first pitch a legal pitch? If it was, it would have been a ball. My calculation is it's 2-0.
2-0. Umpire said 2-0.
To Tyrone, 2-0 pitch. Strike call, 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down for the Staten Island Yankees. Top of the 4th, tied at 4. He has See some of the folks here and beyond the bullpen in the right field grandstands at Little Fenway. We're going to miss for strike 2, 2-2.
You notice above the Dunkin' Donuts sign, Jack, the red seat in right field?
Oh, yeah.
There we go. We get the Ted Williams red seat.
Which is?
Ted Williams home run.
And how many feet?
A lot.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. And
Tad
that's
Skelly, a lot. That Tad Skelly's going to have some seats or trees planted behind Little Wrigley, Little Fenway after his power explosion this weekend.
That one.
Yeah.
So nothing across for Staten Island. The Yankees in the 4th go to the last of the 4th, tied at 4. The Staten Island Yankees and the Blue Bulls here at Little Fenway.
I'll tell you what about
for the record, it's 502 feet.
There, thank you.
Ted Williams.
We talk a lot about Skelly and his home runs, but the big home runs in this for Staten Island, big home Joey Rigatti, the home run in the home run derby to get him here, clinch it, and also the leadoff homer here tonight.
This is the right fielder Jamie Leake to lead it off for the Bulls in the last of the 4th. 2 strikes, took a strike and swings and misses on that one, strike 2. Actually, he might have swung and missed on the first one. At any rate, down to the count, 2 strikes, he fouls it back.
Home plate umpire is Ben Burns. We had Ben Burns mic'd up, Jack, last night in the last few innings. And the byplay we had with him and Goodfellas catcher Chris Terrian was just tremendous.
Swings and misses.
One down.
Here's the catcher.
Brett Porter, the batter.
Here's Brett Porter. Nobody on, 1 down for the Bulls in the last of the 4th. Takes a strike, nothing in 1. Throw on the left-hander. Floats it across, a little bit outside, 1-1.
Brett Porter in his 3rd year of medical school at the University of Vermont Medical School.
We're going to miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm tired just thinking about that. Study, study, study. Low for a ball, 2-2. To the shortstop. And there are 2 down now as Matt Long made the play.
Top of the order now, Ali Skelly.
2 up and down for the Bulls in the last of the 4th. Top of the order, Ali Skelly.
There's Larry Riegert down the left field line with Little Fenway scoreboard operator Jeff Oppold. Larry goofing around there with Jeff.
Strike call, nothing in 1.
Not many people do as much work around this tournament and around Little Fenway, Little Wrigley than Larry Riegert. I'll tell you that.
I know.
A lot of behind-the-scenes work.
And the tarp and raking and everything is strike 2 call, nothing in 2. Strike 3, and that retires the side. Nothing across for the Bulls in the last of the 4th. We played 4. It's 4-4.
Brought my nephews from California. They were in town a couple weeks ago. My daughter, we came up here to play a little home run derby, a little batting practice one day, or in the morning, and Larry was right on the way out. Larry was coming in. They had pulled the tarp out, much like they do off to the side. It needed to be dried out, so he conned us into helping him out. Great. He came over to try to do it himself, but we stayed and helped him. And how about that? Larry then stuck around to do all kinds of other landscaping work.
Joey Rigatti leads it off for Staten Island. Top of the 5th, takes the ball, 1 ball, no strikes. He does have a home run in this game, as we mentioned earlier. Knocked down by the 3rd baseman.
Oh, beautiful play.
Time.
3rd baseman, Blue Bulls. Great throw down there.
Justin Lawrence.
Yep, that's Juice Lawrence.
Juice Lawrence with the home run, the big home run, and it's throwing the leather, so to speak, out there at 3rd base.
Here's the shortstop, Matt Long. Nobody on, 1 down. Sit down low for a ball. We mentioned we're about ready to mention Rigatti had a home run in this game, but also hit the clinching home run, the home run derby in the summer.
Absolutely. We've been talking a lot about Tad Skelly and his home run power, but none bigger than Rigatti for the Staten Island Yankees.
2-0 pitch is ripped to left, and there is Tad Skelly to make the catch. Right on cue, he makes the play defensively, 2 down. Here's Vinny Tremarco.
The batter.
Tad Skelly begins a job or an internship job in the real world on Tuesday. Graduate of Wheaton College this last May. It's an internship with a business development company in Stratham, New Hampshire.
pitch. In is Lawrence, across.
Nice play by Alley. So safe at first.
Didn't hang. Oh, it was too late.
Too late. Beat it out.
Nice hustle.
All over the play.
Nice grab by Skelly. The one-handed grab with the stretch. See if we can see that again, Jack.
All right, runner at first base, 2 outs.
Here's Tim Long.
Here's the replay.
Just beat it out.
Oh, close play.
Yep.
Give it to him. Earned it. Now let's see if Staten Island can take advantage of it with base runner and 2 outs.
Long takes the ball. 2-0. 2 down. Man at first for Staten Island here in the top half of the 5th inning of the championship game. Tied at 4. Ball's 1 strike.
Two outs. Runner at first base.
Now low for a ball, 3-1. So Smith in danger of putting the go-ahead run in scoring position at second base with 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. Three-1. Little pop-up, and Smith falls down, and everybody is safe. Just slipped to the back end of the mound.
Yeah, I think also the other thing too, he kind of twisted coming off the mound, Jack, and Ali Skelly tried to call him off, but he could not in time, could not stop his momentum.
This is Eric Long. Finally got it. I think he's the center fielder. He had 2 right fielders, bounces it foul.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a right fielder in last game's lineup.
Yeah,
We took last game's lineup to get the roster.
Yeah.
Same batting order as last game, but sliding guys around in different positions.
First and second, 2 down for the Staten Island Yankees. Here's the 1-strike pitch. It's a ball, 1 strike. Marco at second and Tim Long at first. This is Eric Long, who's got a home run in this game too. And a piece of that, fouled it back, 1-2.
Yeah, and the count, 1-2.
And that is line right to the second baseman, Ryan, to retire the side.
It's a couple sketchy defensive plays. Actually, one close play at first, and it dropped pop-up. Blue Bulls bail themselves out with good defense there in the line out by the second baseman.
So we go to the last half of the 5th inning, tied at 4. Staten Island scored 4 in the first. Blue Bulls came back to score 2 in the last of the first and tied it with 2 in the last of the third. We're tied at 4.
Jack, thanks for joining in on this on the PAC Network. Jack Healy, who hosts a daily talk show on the NSN Network, nsnsports.net.
Yeah, it's nsnsports.net, nsnradio.net as well.
And you're on with George Como from 9 to 11 every morning.
Yep, I do the
Monday
show
through
at
Friday.
the Spartan Arena in Rutland.
You're the voice of the Castleton State Spartans hockey team.
George does
You've turned that program around.
Oh, yeah, I've done a heck of a job. Now, we are discussing something here.
I think the pitch might be in the pitch speeds. Not sure.
There's the score in the background. Pat O'Connor.
This would have been the game to have the wire on Ben Burns. Could have snooped in on this conversation. Got the 2 captains, Brendan Collins and Joe Terone.
Brendan was supposed to fly to St. Louis today in his job with Edward Jones. He's going to fly there tomorrow.
Because his dad came over and said he went and brought him back from the airport and said, what a shame.
Flight was canceled.
The other thing they may be talking about too, Jack, is it's a tie ball game here midway through the 5th. And what happens if we stay tied? Do we play it out or do the home run derby like we do regular tiebreakers for these games?
Ted Skelly, who has hit home runs all over the place and has a home run in this game. Will lead it off for the Blue Bulls here in the last of the fifth. I was about ready to say, you had mentioned Joe Torone had won the MVP of the tournament. The pitcher for the Staten Island Yankees was the MVP last year, even though he was on a team that did not win.
Did not win it, right.
And I kind of wonder, and I don't want to presuppose because I'm not one of the voters, if Tad Skelly wins the MVP regardless of the outcome.
If I had a vote, and I'm going to say I do, I might agree with you, Jack, on that. How's that?
Well, I don't have a vote, and I don't
when
want
I stepped away in the second, I wondered if I do still have a vote.
They're still discussing whatever this is. It's taking longer to decide whatever they're deciding here than it did to play the semifinal games as 3-inning affairs.
There may be some complaining about the fast pitching. I hate to say that it's been an issue in last year's tournament, and it was addressed heavily with the captains going into this year, Jack.
Little left fielder Tad Skelly. We'll see what we can get the.
Staten Island was kind of questioning the Blue Bulls lineup, where the Blue Bulls had a DH, where they
do have a DH, but the pitcher
Staten
is not
Island
pitching.
Didn't.
The pitcher is not
hitting. That's correct. Yeah, it's issues regarding the DH.
But you can have a DH and have the pitcher. You can use 15 players, can't you?
I think they figured that the pitcher should hit. You can have a DH, you can have another hitter in the lineup. You can have 10, 11 player lineup, but everybody should hit. I think that was why would a guy who's playing the game not hit? That's the issue, and it's been settled.
The Blue Bulls certainly is not hit. As the 4-pitch walk to Tad Skelly to lead it off here in the last half.
Skelly dangerous on the base pass, too, and here's Justin Lawrence going to pitch to him, and he's done the damage himself.
Here's Juice Lawrence. Yep, as you mentioned, he's had a home run, as had Tad Skelly in this ball game. Ball one. Last half of the fifth inning, tied at 4.
Oh.
Went for the downs on that one, 1-1. Pops it up behind the plate, and the catch is made.
Diving into second base, Tad Skelly tagging up.
It's a play by Skelly, but a nice play by Regatti.
I think you brought up on one of the previous game broadcasts, Jack, get the outs. Play to get the outs, and they did. They took the out. They knew that Skelly would probably tag and reach second, but they got the out.
There's one down with a runner at second now as Pat Collins is up, takes a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Pat Collins, the center fielder.
Pat Collins has gone yard today in one of the games here at Little Fenway.
Did a hard line drive over the Red Sox bullpen, just over the roof of the bullpen.
Skelly at second. Oh, nice pitch.
Collins gets down swinging for the
Here's Bob Foote, the designated hitter, up now with 2 down. Tad Skelly at second. Last of the fifth, tied at 4. Here's a strike call, 0-1.
For the call strike.
And that's ripped to left center field. It'll drop, and around to score is Tad Skelly.
Kind of slipped on the grass, Jack, right before home plate. So he waded his way in to home plate and stuck the hand on it.
Tells you about the heads-up play, tagging at first on the foul ball to the third baseman, and it's 5-4 as the Blue Bulls take their first lead of the ball game. Bob Foote driving in the run. Here's Dustin Ryan, the second baseman.
Dustin Ryan now the batter.
Quickly down on the count, 0-2. We're on the left-hander. Check swing. What happened there? Did he hit him? Fairly checked the swing. It went off his body. It's 1-2. There's 2-2. First base umpire, right field umpire, nice and relaxed, leaning against the foul pole in right field.
Down to first
Woodford
base.
can't handle it, and
can't quite handle it.
it's safe there.
And
And
Safe
in
at
a
third.
second.
And Ryan is in second now.
Good base running there by Ryan. Good base running all around for the Bulls, the Blue Bulls. It's the umpires, Jack. Larry Regan, as we know, the third base umpire.
Jeff Rudberg stands
Here's
in.
Jeff Rudberg, the shortstop. Yep, Wood went to third, and to second, Ryan. 2 down, a run in. Terrell, nice play. Spins and throws to Woodford for the out. That retires the side.
But the Blue Bulls put up a run here.
One more for the Blue Bulls. We go to the top of the 6th. And the Blue Bulls now have grabbed a 5-4 lead. Get the umpires again. Ben Burns behind the plate, of course. Larry Regan, left field line. Here's a replay of the ball to center field. Dropped out there. Leaping catch by Cavanero coming over. And Skelly hustled around to score the go-ahead run.
Off Cavanero, and of course Skelly had set that up by tagging and moving to second. As the pitch is a ball leading off the top half of the 6th inning. The aforementioned Jeff Cavanero, the left fielder.
Thanks a lot, Adam, with a great replay there, pulling it up. Foul ball off the batter or out of the box. Hey, Ben Burns, the home plate umpire. Larry Regan, as we mentioned, the third base umpire down the left field line, and at first base down the right field line is Tom Lewandowski.
1-0 the count to Cavanero. Two. Two and 1 the count. Knocked down by the third baseman. Throw to first. Not in time. Cavanero beats it out. Nice play by Justin Lawrence, but Cavanero beats it out to lead it off here for the Staten Island Yankees at the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Woody Woodford.
Cavanero dangerous on the base paths and dangerous when he leads off an inning and reaches.
Woodford takes a strike, 0-1. It's a ball, one strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Nick Smith. On the way for ball 2, 2-1. 5-4. Blue Bulls, top of the 6th. Staten Island with a runner at first and nobody out here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Little bloop. And a diving play by Skelly.
I don't think he made the
No,
play,
he did not
Jack.
make it. No, he did not. It did drop in, moving to second, Cavanero, and Woodford's got an infield single.
Yeah, Cavanero had the play right in front of him, Jack. So he took off for second, saw the ball drop, and he really took off for second quickly.
Yeah, from my angle, I thought he might have come up with it, but he couldn't handle it. First and second, nobody out. Here's Dave Vircher. All ball, 0-1. Joe Tyrone is on deck.
Watch those little squibbers in front of the plate because Cavanero is going to touch third and come home. Here's the little nubber, a lot of spin. Ali Skelly just could not make the play.
Now I saw in a replay, I can see the ball
had a
drop
better angle here.
Count now 1-1 to Vircher. It's away for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike.
So we've for the first out here, the Blue Bulls.
Strike 2 call, 2-2.
In there for the call, strike.
Two pitch. Fly ball hit to shallow right, picked up by the second baseman, and tagging is Cavanero, and he goes to third.
Again.
That was Ryan that caught it right in front of the right fielder, Jamie Leake. Cavanero heads up play, and the tying run is now in scoring position at third with less than 2 outs. There's 1 down, runners at first and third for the Staten Island Yankees. Here's Joe Tyrone. Top of the order, Joey Regatti on deck. Ripped to right in the corner, base hit, tie ball game. Kevin Garrow on to score. Woodford stops at second. We're all tied at 5.
There. Good point, Adam. I think that was Tyrone batting left-handed.
Yes.
Normally a right-handed batter.
Yes, he did. We talked about it. He throws left and bats right,
yeah.
but he went up there left-handed.
A nice play by the right fielder running the ball in to stop the running game of the Staten Island.
Joey Rigatti is up. Or Rigatti, the third baseman. Called him both ways, Rigatti and Rigatti. He's got a home run in this game. Makes a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. First and second, 1 down for Staten Island. A run in, tie ball game at 5. We're playing the top half of the 6th inning. In the dirt to Rigatti. 2-0. Hit deep to left, and it's off the wall. Play to second.
Coming
Safe
home.
there. Here's Woodford. He scores.
2 runners on the bag.
And getting back to first is Rigatti. Tyrone is at second. And a run scores Woodford. And the Staten Island Yankees have come back to score twice here in the 6th and take a 6-5 lead.
That one hammered off the wall. A lot of topspin. Wasn't going out. That might have been trouble down at Wrigley Field, but not up here. And nice play by the center fielder, Jack, off the wall by Pat Collins. Got the ball into second really quick. They could not just miss getting the force out at second base.
Out long the batter, the shortstop. Still only 1 man down. Swings and misses for a strike. Nothing at 1. First and second, 1 down for Staten Island. 2 runs in. Staten Island has taken a 6-5 lead. Strike pitch. 1-1.
Been a couple times today where the batter is kind of on top of the plate, and they've ruled those strikes with the elbow over the plate in the strike zone. Not the case here.
1-1 pitch. Ball 2, 2-1. Three and 1. McSmith in danger of loading the bases here.
3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at first and second.
We're going to miss on the 3-1 pitch. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes.
6-5 ball game here in the top of the 6th inning. Full count, 1 out.
3-2 pitch. Line to left, base hit, and
force at second.
Did they get him?
Out at second.
He's out at second.
Yeah,
so
good
it
play
is.
by
No
Skelly.
base
Oh
hit.
boy, played that off the wall in like a backhand flip to get the force at second, and most importantly, the second baseman for
You got
the
Rigatti.
Blue Bulls, Dustin Ryan, hustled in to keep Tyrone from running from third to home.
Tyrone makes it to third. That is not a base hit. That's a force out. So that long is on the fielder's choice. Here's the second baseman, Vinny Tremarco. Now 2 down. Runners at first and third. That was a big play. Instead of having the bases loaded, 1 out, first and third, 2 out.
Vinny Tremarco up with 2 outs.
Fouled at home plate, 0-1. Big difference. First and third, 2 out, bases loaded, 1 out.
2 outs. 2 runs in already.
Strike 2 call, 0-2. One and 2. Big strikeout, and that takes care of the Staten Island Yankees. In the top half of the 6th, Staten Island scoring twice to take a 6-5 lead as we go to the last half of the 6th.
And it could have been worse too, Jack, and good defense by the Blue Bulls. We'll check the replay here on that play at second base. Could have been a lot worse. Skelly, watch this backhand flip, Jack. Bam, right there. Bang, bang play at second. Then Ryan hustles in to keep the runner down.
And then went 7-4.
They did get the out at second base. So Skelly, we know what he can do with the bat, but a heck of an athletic play there, Jack, to get the out.
Here's Jamie Leake, the right fielder, to lead it off for the Blue Bulls in the last of the sixth. Now 6-5 Staten Island.
Stick with us after the game, Jack, for the awards ceremony. Of course, the awards given to the championship team as well as the Most Valuable Player award.
2-0 the count to Leake with Brett Porter awaiting on deck.
Reminder of a few awards given today. The Kim Trahan Leadership Fundraising Award given to the Donut Boys for their excellent work. High school kids.
One goes foul. Nice play by Tyrone to say, let it go, let it go. He knew what the spin was. The count is 2-2 on Leake.
I think Joe didn't have the confidence to catch that, Jack, because I thought it was a playable ball with the spin, as you mentioned.
Strike three call, but he comes back to get Leake anyway. One down. Here's Brett Porter, the catcher.
Also, the Tommy Long Sportsmanship Award given to the memory of the late Staten Island Yankees, Tommy Long.
That's hit in the air to center field, and the center fielder puts it away. That's Eric Long, 2 down.
And Porter felt that he got that one on the holes, as we say, at the wiffle ball. Anyway, the Tommy Long Sportsmanship Award given to Ben Gerke of the Green Mountain Moose.
Ali Skelly, throw to first, and it gets, well, Woodford made the play. I thought for a moment it got by him, but Ali Skelly beats it out, and here comes Tad Skelly. Now this.
Larry Riegert, the home plate umpire, calls time.
Umpire Larry Riegert spots it off the foot.
A foul ball.
Oh, it was a foul ball off the foot.
Outstanding play down there.
So one strike to Ali Skelly.
Joey Rigotti making that throw.
And Joey Rigotti looked like he came up limping after the dive there.
To the shortstop. And the shortstop makes the play, and that's Matt Long, and that retires the side. We've played 6 of the championship game. And after 6 innings of play, the Staten Island Yankees 6 and the Blue Bulls 5.
And leading off the 7th and deciding inning for the Blue Bulls will be Tad Skelly.
Should be Tim Long leading it off with Eric Long and Jeff Cavagnaro to follow.
All volunteer crew for the Pack Network, Jack. Jack, thanks for coming up for the game. We also, Adam Polgreen drove up from West Roxbury, Mass, bring all the equipment and his vision to get this thing live.
Porter, nice try there, but it's a strike, it's a foul ball. Nothing in 1.
Also our camera operators, Stevie McAllister. His father Mac was here Friday and Saturday. Mac McAllister, and also Kevin O'Connor.
Swing and a miss to the pitch of the dirt. 2 strikes to Tim Long. Little bloop to the second baseman. And putting it away was Dustin Ryan, 1 down.
And then Blue Bulls retire the leadoff hitter, Jack. That's been key with the Staten Island uprisings here. The 1st and the 6th, the lead runner, Cavagnaro or Rigotti, come around to score.
Eric Long has got a home run of the ball game. Down to the count, nothing in 1. Eric Long, the center fielder. All back, 2 strikes. Staten Island Yankees leading it 6-5 on the top of the 7th. Nobody on and 1 down. Two-strike pitch. We're going to miss strike 3. There are 2 down.
Gets the swinging strike for the
Jeff
second
Cavagnaro,
out.
the left fielder.
Brings up Jeff Cavagnaro. He scored the go-ahead run last inning.
Cavagnaro takes a strike, 0-1.
Cavagnaro, all kinds of trouble on the base pass and on defense and left center field.
Bounce to the third baseman, Lawrence, and he throws it away, and Cavagnaro,
he won't stop either.
All the way around to third, and he's going to go all the way to the plate, and he scores. Oh my, what a big run. Cavagnaro with speed.
An inside the park home run.
Well, they say inside the park home run. I don't think you give him a home run.
Single and a three-base error on that play, and right there, Justin Lawrence might have been better off to just eat the ball with 2 down, and the speedy runner leave him at first.
Huge insurance run. 7-5 Staten Island Yankees. Here's Woody Woodford. 2 down, nobody on.
You knew he wasn't going to stop. There's no,
with
no way.
Tad Skelly coming up now. Staten Island doesn't score again with a 2-run lead. Tad Skelly can't hurt you.
Skelly and Lawrence coming up. It doesn't hurt.
7-5 Staten Island Yankees. Huge run there. Cavagnaro just wheeling around the bases. 2-strike pitch to Woodford.
Took advantage
strike
of a misplay. Strike 3.
Strike 2, retired the side.
Well, we go to the last of the 7th here in the championship game.
The score, 7-5.
Staten Island Yankees have a 7-5 lead.
And here's... And we'll take a look back to last year where it was the opposite way, where Staten Island was on the other end. Here, bases loaded. Remember, Jack, the Comets Express. Bases loaded, 3-2 lead. And there's a little pop-up behind third that the Comets Express celebrated right here on this field to deny the Staten Island Yankees their first championship. And now they're 3 outs away.
Tad Skelly leading it off. He's had a home run in this game. Takes a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-1. Tad Skelly is the left fielder. Ball 2, 2-1. Swing and miss. 2-2.
Joe Tyrone celebrating on strike 2. I guess if you get Tad Skelly to swing and miss, you might as well give the fist pump.
2-2.
Outside pitch coming. No, it goes inside.
Tad Skelly working the count here.
You don't want to pitch around him, but you don't want to get him on.
Well, if you put him on, a tying run comes to the plate. 3-2 pitch. Ground
We're
ball.
going to get him out, though.
The second baseman, a huge out there. And there's 1 down. That was Vinny Tremarco that made the play to first. And a huge out there, 1 down.
It's not a Vermonter.
1 down.
Get word that Keegan Bradley, born in Vermont but not a Vermonter, is in a 3-way playoff for the PGA Championship.
Here's Juice Lawrence, who pops it up. Tyrone makes the catch. 2 down. Staten Island Yankees 1 out away from the championship. Here's Pat Collins, the center fielder.
Joe Tyrone, he could taste it, 10-year member. 1 out away from the Staten Island. Been the bridesmaids 3 times, Tyrone.
1-1
and his crew.
1-1 pitch. Back to Tyrone. Underhands it to Woodford. And the Staten Island Yankees have won the championship.
Staten Island and Joe Tyrone.
Congratulations to the Bulls, first of all.
Dave Bircher, 10-year members. Rich Colburn, another 10-year member. They win the championship the first time. Jack, why don't you fill in with a total, so to speak? We'll see if we can get Joe Tyrone over here.
Staten Island Yankees over the Blue Bulls by a score of 7-5 to win the 2011 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Championship here at Little Fenway. Deservedly so. They have been the bridesmaids so often. Lost a heartbreaker last year. And come back and win it 7-5. They had a 4-0 lead in the top of the first. Bulls came back to score 2 to cut it to 4-2 in the last of the first. Bulls would tie it, scoring twice in the third and fourth. Bulls would go up 5-4 in the fifth. The Staten Island Yankees would take a 6-5 lead in the top of the 6th, an insurance run in the top of the 7th. And win it by a score of 7-5 with a strange of Frank Sinatra in New York, New York.
Hey folks, as you're leaving, please take a chair with you up toward the garage area.
And Bruce Mosley will be talking to Joe Tyrone, the winning pitcher, as the Staten Island Yankees win it.
Real quick on the headset, Joe Tyrone, congratulations.
Thanks so much.
10-year member, you've been the bridesmaid of this tournament too many times, and you finally come away with the win. An exciting win, won it really in the last 2 at-bats against a very talented team of younger athletes, too.
Yeah, you have to rub that in. Thank you for saying that. But they are. But that's what's great about Wiffleball. Sometimes it doesn't even matter the age. And today it didn't. I felt like a kid. I felt like I was 14, like I always do when I'm in this tournament. So once again, I'm celebrating my 14th birthday, which is very exciting.
There you go.
On your 14th
there you
birthday.
go. And Cavanero and Rigotti, speaking of the younger guys on your team, the speed they added on the base pass.
They did.
Rigotti hit some big home runs himself, but Cavanero, he just turned on the jets and would never stop on the base pass.
That's really how we got here, and that's how we've been successful. We've been successful every year by running, and everyone knows that we run, but they can't stop us, which is very exciting. It actually makes them nervous because when they get the ball, they have to get rid of it quick because they know we're going to keep going. So,
I know you got a celebration. You got to go hug Travis.
Okay.
And Joe, thanks very much for everything.
Bruce,
10 years,
for everything.
a decade.
Okay.
And we'll get you some highlights,
so
but
much.
enjoy it. Have a good ride back. Staten Island Yankees, Jack, the 2011 champions. Travis Roy Wiffleball Tournament Foundation.
We're still celebrating over here, but let me just give you the final money count. Before I do, I just want to thank everybody. It's been a terrific weekend, a little rainstorm, a little fun. Thank you so much. There's been a lot of work done by the teams, the folks buying food. We've been a lot of raffle. There's a lot of food bought this weekend, and our vendors also did their own donations. We thank everybody very much. The total for the weekend, and we know there's still money coming online. The total for the weekend, $404,631.
Wow. I'd like to invite a couple down here to join us for the closing ceremony. This couple has been involved in the tournament from way, way back. One is just someone you all know because you meet her in the garage all the time, always with a smile. And that's Judy Garby. Please come down, Judy. And her husband who's behind the scenes, always working on the grounds crew, Bill Garby. Please join us down here. She never gets to see the ceremonies, but we wanted her to be front center here at the conclusion of year 10. Bill and Judy have been donating their Red Sox tickets to the fundraising champions for many, many years. And they do it once again this year by donating the Red Sox tickets to the Donut Boys, who our fundraising leader announced earlier today. So a big round of applause for Bill and Judy Garby, please. And now I'd like to congratulate the Blue Bulls. Fantastic tournament. Congratulations. And now, with the champions of 2011 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Tournament, please come up and receive your shirts and trophies. The Staten Island Yankees. And we have one last award before I'll turn it over to Travis. Our most valuable player. This individual has been a force in this tournament for many, many years. Whether it's speed on the base paths, fielding, power, just downright hitting. In fact, I'm not sure he got out very much at all this whole weekend. And he hit an opposite field home run, which was the longest left-handed shot ever hit at Little Fenway, 139 feet. Please join me in congratulating the most valuable player of the 2011 Travis Ray Foundation Wiffleball Tournament, Tad Skelly.
Tad Skelly, for the second straight year, the player on the losing team in the championship game wins the MVP. Nobody had an argument with Joe Torone last year. We just talked to Joe and Tad Skelly from the Bulls this year.
Great. I just want to, thank you. It's just hard to find new words and
Travis
words.
Roy.
But I'm just looking straight at it. Are we giving the umpire crew a round of applause? Yeah. I mean, just great. All weekend long. But aside from the money raised and the camaraderie and the fun, and I just want to, the class and the character, these two final championship two finalists and the winner, I'm so proud of that. The fun that you guys have, the ups and downs, the tough calls, but you guys are patting each other on the back and smiling and having a good time, and all the teams, that are left here. But it's just such a pleasure to sit and watch and to see you guys have fun and root each other on. It's just fantastic. Hey, run on a point, and I'm drawing a blank, but just can't wait to do it again next year, and it's just fantastic. So thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.
So the post-game ceremonies continue. The Staten Island Yankees, the 2011 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Tournament champions, the 10th annual trophy, and they're having their pictures taken with Travis. And one thing I know he had to get back to the ceremony, Bose. When you talked to Joe Torone, the winning pitcher, was the MVP a year ago, but probably is much happier being on the championship team.
Oh, absolutely. He's got the MVP. He needs the ring now.
Yeah, he's got the ring.
And the T-shirt. Excuse me, the T-shirt.
And I got to tell you, you look back to the semi when the Staten Island Yankees were tied up at 4. Remember, the two semis were 3-inning affairs because of the rain earlier. They were tied up, and they had the nobody out.
You're tied up, nobody out, right?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of the opponent now. In the semi.
The Jackhammers.
Yeah, the Jackhammers. And so they had Jackhammers had come back. They were sky high. They had tied it at 4 and nobody out. And then the Staten Island Yankees come back and win in the home run derby. We're going to be talking to Brendan Collins.
We're going to try to talk to Brendan Collins if we can.
Yeah.
But let's see if he can. He's got some business to do. Taking the picture here at Little Fenway. Their team picture. Look at all smiles. These guys lost a tough game, but you know what? They're all smiles.
Yep.
And tip your hat to Joe Torone, Dave Colburn, Mike Vircher, Dave Vircher.
Oh, it's sprinkling, I guess.
Okay.
So
Dave Vircher. Tip your hat to those guys, the 3 original Staten Island Yankees, and they've been here every year. Especially Joe puts the whole team together, and they're ready to go. They're ready to go every year for this, and they were part of the opening night ceremonies as well, Joe and Dave and Rich, and now they pulled off their first championship, especially after coming up dry 3 times. So I guess we're going to forego the interview with Brendan Collins. We're calling it a wrap here. Wasn't a rain-shortened tournament after all, as the Staten Island Yankees are the 2011 Travis Roy Foundation Wiffleball Tournament champions. And Jack, thanks for stopping up
It was
Sunday
my pleasure.
here,
Thank you.
being a part of this. Adam Polgreen, Stevie McAllister, Kevin O'Connor, thanks very much. Thanks for you listening out there. Thanks for you donating for the record number of $404,631 to push the 10-year total to just under $1.5 million. $1 million has been raised over the past 3 years, and it's great to take this tournament to the next level. Once again, thanks a lot for everybody. For the final time, final score, Staten Island Yankees 7, the Blue Bulls 5 in your championship game.